Oh, here's the tow truck for it.
Yeah. They're like $400 if you want to buy that set now. It's crazy.
You know how much I got it for? I'd say about $12. I was searching for it, and everyone wanted about $350. Owning a tire shop, I was like, I'm going to leverage this. So I messaged every single post, and I was like, hey, do you need tires? You want to trade? You want to trade? You want to trade? So the guy showed up at the shop. I put 2 used tires on, and
Yes.
the guy was so happy.
2 used tires that he had already charged somebody else disposal on.
You, sir, have earned your evil shop owner badge.
Yep, he freaking charged him disposal. He disposed those 2 tires right onto the front end of a Chevy Malibu.
The following program features a bunch of doofuses talking about the automotive aftermarket. The stuff we, or our guests may say, do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of our peers, our sponsors, or any other associations we may have. There may be some spicy language in this show, so if you get your feelings hurt easily, you should probably just move along. So without further ado, it's time for Confessions of a Shop Owner, with your host, Mike Allen.
So many.
You guys happen to listen to the episode that I recorded at ASTA Expo with Tanika and Mimby Dowd?
I did not.
And I told the story about my most embarrassing moment ever.
Yeah, I definitely heard that one.
I think I heard about the story where you had your pants down or something like that. What was the deal?
My pants were not down.
Oh.
But anyway, so I guess some of my guys listened to that episode yesterday or last night or something. So every morning at 7:30, we have all the front of house teams have a meeting, and we all get together on Google Meet and talk about the day, planning, systems, processes, practice, whatever. And I wasn't able to attend in person this morning because my wife's under the weather, and so I was taking the kids to school at 7:30. But I logged in on my phone,
total ESO,
which is connected to Bluetooth, right, in the van, and I log in, and it's immediately Mike Allen, the great and wonderful one who shows his balls to his customers.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, guys, I'm in the car with my children. And so then, obviously, the meeting was over and we were in carpool line. And my son's like, I need to know why you showed your balls to your customer.
It is a fair question.
It is a reasonable question. But I told him that's a story for later. It's going to require at least 5-6 minutes to tell the story in all of its glory. And so we would discuss it as a family over dinner this weekend, because I'm not telling it multiple times to multiple children. I'm just going to tell them all one time about
the
most embarrassing thing that ever happened to their father.
That's terrible.
Amanda's heard the story because it was her dog. So,
oh gosh.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I was on my way to work when I heard that podcast, and I'm not kidding. I actually spit out my Tim's coffee all over my steering wheel. So I get to the shop, and I stop in the back where the garages are, and one of my techs was finishing up a set of tires. I'm like, look, do you have a rag I can borrow? He's like, what happened? He's like, I got coffee all over. He's like, do you not know how to drive? What happened? It's like, listening to this podcast, and the guy was talking about his little mishap here, but literally I've got probably about a half a double all over the dash. But you know what? It's fine. It's worth it. It was good. It was one of the best stories I've heard in a long time.
I haven't. I will go listen to the story for
Brian
the story.
That was a good one you missed if you haven't heard it.
Yeah, that was the day he was teaching. He and Jim Kokonis were teaching, so it was solo.
That was the longest day ever.
8 hours of teaching in the same day.
8 hours of teaching with a blowed out back. That was a long day.
Well, and you had to carry Jim the whole way because he won't talk.
There was no problem with that.
I wish I could have made Vegas. Looks like it was a great time.
So, not for me, thank you, Jesus, but for both of you, winter has arrived, right?
Yeah, baby.
Love it.
Snow tire season.
Oh my gosh. I was so happy. Yesterday I was driving by. I was out test driving a car, and we We had like over 100 tires that we sold show up
Oh, geez.
yesterday. Oh, it was so great. It was so great.
Do you guys store or store tires for customers?
Yes, not for John Q one hit wonder.
Look, here's the deal. I like to think that I'm pretty good at running an auto repair shop. It's what I've done for 20 plus years, but I'm not good at managing a marketing budget and all the different facets of a truly well-rounded marketing plan. There's mail, there's local advertising, there's website, there's Google AdWords, there's all the different things that go into that, and it's just not what I'm good at. So what I've chosen to do is to buy myself the time to focus on what I am good at, while having someone else execute on all of those things at a way higher level than anything I could ever do. That's what turnkey auto marketing does for me. So if you feel like you could use some of that same magic, I'm going to recommend that you go to turnkeyautomarketing.com, get a free consultation, tell them that I sent you, tell them that Confessions of a Shop Owner sent you. You won't be disappointed. Some of the best lessons I've learned over the years don't come from a manual. They came from talking with other industry professionals who've been through the same struggles. That's kind of the premise of this show. That's what Tectonic 2026 is all about. Presented by TechMetric, it brings the industry together under one roof to share real stories, compare notes, connect with people who live and work the same life every day. If you're looking for honest conversations and a stronger community, you'll find it at Tectonic 2026. Tap the link in the show notes to learn more and grab early bird pricing while you still can.
If we have people like if you get like an older lady and we're not going to make her go home to her garage and handle her tires. We'll store them for her. You know what I mean? But when able-bodied people come in, no, they can take their tires with them.
We got close to 397 sets in storage.
Close to 397 seems very specific, because if it was close, I feel like you would say close to 400.
It probably is close to 400. Well, it's probably about 410 if you include all the family freebie sets that I've got stored. But we've got...
It's a big thing in Canada, storing the tires for the people, because, in the city anywhere, because they don't have anywhere to put them, right?
I've got 5 40-foot, 9-foot, 6-inch containers on the property. So I got everything, about 10 feet away from me. So yeah, for us, storage is huge. A lot of people come to us specifically because we can store it.
Because you'll store their snows, right?
How much do you charge them to store them for the season?
I charge $100 a season, so $200 a year.
That's great.
And the best thing is you get to touch the car twice a year minimum, right? Even if they don't come to you for their oil changes or whatever it is, you still get that chance twice a year to hopefully find some work if there is any to do.
So I don't remember who it was. It was somebody in my Elite 20 group years ago, was up in the Great White North, and they have a warehouse and they do big business on tire storage.
Mm-hmm.
But they have this whole shtick that they do. They send love letters from the customer's tires to the customer via email. And it's like a picture of their tires on the shelf saying, hey, we miss you. I can't wait to see you again, yada, yada, yada. But they document the build dates on the tires too. And they go through in the middle of the season and they get the tires that are aging out and they pre-sell them.
Oh, yeah.
And so I thought that's genius, and it's funny and it's endearing, right? Yeah. So I just one other thing. And cold weather breaks cars too, which we don't get. We don't get breaking cars cold down here.
You know what I miss? I miss the days when cold weather broke fuel pumps. Those were the days.
Let me guess. General Motors fuel pumps.
Oh, all of them.
All of them.
As far as the eye can see. Towed in S10 Blazers as far as the eye can see. It was fantastic.
Suburbans.
Sorry about that, dings, guys. I'm just trying to disable all that.
Oh, I don't care.
The funny thing is, I know, Mike, you're a huge TechMetric fan. So am I, obviously.
Yeah.
But one thing I've been trying to get to Mr. Sunil is about tire storage. Like, that's a huge thing, especially for us Canadians over here. A lot of the bigger shops, like, we all do tire storage, and some people actually have a separate program that they use just to manage all the storage. So I've actually sent him a message and talked to their team, which is great. About that's something that would be great if it was implemented in the software. Because imagine if you've got like 400 sets of tires and you've got 80 sets that they're at the wear bars. You can inform them 3 months before winter, hey, you're not going to last this winter. That's
Right.
80 sets of tires you could sell, instantly. If they're storing with you, you got 80-90% chance they're going to buy a set from you. So that could
Now,
be huge,
do
right?
they have winter tires and wheels, or is it like a tire wheel package, or is it just the tires and you transfer them from the wheel to wheel?
For us, it depends on the customer. I mean, some of them
Yeah.
will invest in the rims. Like if they're leasing the vehicle for 2 years, I usually tell them just to do the swaps, because after 2 years, if they're not going to have the vehicle anymore, like it might be
Yeah. The rim
not a very
investment, the wheel investment doesn't
wise
make sense.
investment. But a lot of
Yeah.
people that we don't mark up our rims a whole lot, and we try and get them on rims with sensors if they need them. Just saves them time, saves us time as well.
Well, you can charge for the mounting and proper road force balancing, as we've been discussing of late.
Yeah, I think
Right?
somebody here has one or two of those, right?
I
These
hear
people.
that.
Hey, my new Coates ADX tire machine showed up this past week, so I have a brand new Coates tire machine next to my brand new Hunter Road Force. Oh, they're just
Are they
living the
fighting
dream.
yet, or are they okay next to each other?
They're okay. Oh my god! So I had to run a we got our in Sanborn, our tire machine was 110, and this is a funny story. I had to run a 220 run, and I wait till last minute everything, right? So yesterday afternoon, the Coates guy is coming at 8 this morning. I can't be at the shop at 8 this morning. Yesterday afternoon at 4 in the afternoon, I'm running 220 to the spot where this tire machine is, and I have Jim's son William is helping me. He's feeding me the wire. It's pretty thick wire. It's a 220 circuit, and it's running a balancer and a tire machine, right? So it's 10-2 and through conduit. And we're really pulling, and our building's old and the breaker panel's full. Like that's how many wires there are in this breaker panel. It's insane, dude. Like you just look at it, you're like, oh my gosh. So I'm like pulling, I got the face off the breaker panel. I'm carefully pulling, and all of a sudden the lights start to flicker.
Nope.
I'm like, oh my gosh. But actually, when William was feeding the wire, he was against the wall and his elbow was hitting the light switch for the lights above us. So I thought, like, I'm getting ready to get electrocuted, but he just elbowed the light switch. Anyway, sorry.
About to meet Jesus.
My ADHD took over. But anyways, we've had a lot of conversation about road force balancing.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And people that don't understand.
I'm not sure that it's been really a conversation. I think it's mostly just been flat rate technicians bitching about not wanting to do it because they don't get paid for it.
It's embarrassing.
If you're like me, there's always hidden revenue in missed maintenance sales or overlooked customer concerns. Detect Auto helps auto shops unlock that revenue by analyzing vehicle service histories, pinpointing maintenance recommendations, and equipping advisors to confidently address customer questions. It's easy. It integrates with your existing software, and your team will love it. Check out detectauto.com and see how your shop can stop guessing and start selling better service recommendations today.
We gotta cover something about this right now.
Like real talk. How long does it take? What's the difference in time to do a standard balance versus a
how many of these whiners that are acting like they're masters of this and know everything about it? How many of these whiners realize that 1 out of every 80 tires needs to be turned on the wheel? Like, it's not some crazy.
Well, maybe their shop only sells Chinese Maypops.
Well, then you're probably going to have to turn more of them. How many of these guys? How many did I have to hear that are doing tires for 1, 2, and 1.5, acting like they couldn't turn a tire if they had to? I mean, we got 18-year-old kids knocking them out in 45 minutes. You got all this experience and you're super tech, and you can't change an extra tire that's already off the car.
Well, your kids that are 18 years old are busting tires all day, every day, and they're doing 3 sets of tires a month.
Well, if it's only 3 sets a month, then what are the chances they're going to have to spin one?
So if it's only 3 sets a month, are you saying that they should just take one for the team, and the manager will get them next time?
Here's what I'm saying. This is where the feelings are about to get hurt.
Oh boy.
Here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is all this pissing and moaning they're doing, but they're still there. So it's either not that bad and they're just bitching like little pansies, or it is that bad, but they're not actually skilled enough to go get a job at a professional shop. That's I'm going to say, and if it's not one or two of those, freaking hit the wheels with WD-40, get the hell out of there. The toolboxes all have wheels.
I think there's a fair amount of both. I think there's plenty of keyboard warrior technicians who can't do the job beyond a very basic level. And there's plenty of shitty owners that don't pay their people to do the job.
Obviously, if they're acting like Mother Teresa and they're donating all their time at 1-2 on a set of tires, I mean, jeepers creepers, grow up. Freaking takes these kids 45 or 55 minutes. Oh my gosh, I only get paid 1-2. What am I going to do? I don't know. Freaking 1-2. 1-2, line them up, boys. Let's go.
I think the next machine I will get will be a Hunter Road Force. I don't have one right now. I got basically everything I have is a Corgi. So I've got I have 2 Corgi tire machines. I have an old Coates. I call it Old Faithful because
it just works.
It just exactly.
They just work,
2
man.
Corgi wheel balancers as well. So we got one whole bay that we've literally just dedicated just for tires. So
we've had all sorts of tire equipment over the years. And now I do have to preface this with, I've never owned a Hunter tire changer.
Same here.
So I can't speak for those, but
the Revolution that was on display at Apex and SEMA, it's pretty badass, man.
The walkaway deal.
That's a full everything. It does everything. You don't have to do nothing. Just
and if it notices when you're walking up to it that your shoe is untied, it'll tell you and retie your shoe for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Really?
Well, you're paying it. You're paying for it $35-something thousand. So
that's Canadian. That's Canadian.
Oh yeah, never mind. So that's like $25 US. Right?
I'm so happy you got the joke. That's like $25. A couple toonies over here. Yeah, so I can't speak for that, but man, that combo we got now. I mean, guys, we got young people that are excited about changing tires. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being in the lake effect snow capital of the Northeast and you have young people excited about changing tires? And it only costs like $40,000 between a balancer and a tire.
These guys are hourly. Why are they excited? Just because the machine's cool?
It's nice. Everything's nice. They have nice new equipment that works right. It's state-of-the-art equipment. It's nice. They like it.
That's one way to keep your employees, though, too, right? Having good equipment, clean
They
area.
love it.
What made you choose the Coates over the Hunter? Cost?
I guess you could say that. I didn't even get a quote on the Hunter, to be quite honest. I would have got not the Revolution, but the next one down. I can't remember what it's.
Maverick. No, the Maverick's
Maverick. Yeah.
Was it Maverick?
I think it's Maverick, and I think the difference is the machine's relatively the same, just the Maverick's not automated where the Revolution is, right?
Yep.
I didn't even get a quote, and the reason I didn't get a quote is because I have 3 Coates ADX machines that I was very happy with that work very well. So I wasn't interested in.
Same with me. Like
breaking that streak.
Corgis, and they've been so good to me, and their service is so good. It's hard to switch to something else when they're like. I have very limited issues with my equipment, right?
Oh yeah, when you get a tire machine like that and you put 10,000 units through it, you don't put any money into it. It's like, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Like you just buy another one. It's,
Well, I have all Hunter equipment and it all works, but I don't sell nearly enough tires nearly as effectively as I should.
I don't think your guys use the roller function on the Road Force balancer.
You don't think my guys do?
Yeah, I think the white Chevy.
Based on your experience riding in my truck that one time?
Yeah, pretty sure they don't.
My Hunter rep called me and was like, "Bro, do you want me to come balance your tires for you?"
After you heard Brian
yes.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was listening to the podcast, and this is unacceptable.
It was terrible.
Oh man,
the freaking thing was shaking.
So 2 things I have not done since the ASTA Expo: I have not balanced the tires on the truck, and I have not replaced the brake light bulb in the Miata. And I feel like both of these issues are now canon for the podcast, and they have to be left unaddressed.
It's like the Wilco bathroom door. The bathroom door can never be corrected now. Now that somebody said something about it, it's gonna stay forever.
I was talking.
Aniz, do you know what his bathroom door is like at Wilco?
So I just heard on the podcast. I went back and apparently it's held together with tire.
Yes, it's laminated with tire stickers now, so it quit falling apart. And
What's wrong
there's
with
so
that?
many tire stickers on it, it actually doubled in weight.
Recycling. You're recycling. You know.
That's what I'm saying. All that would
You're
go in the
using what you got,
trash,
and I mean, you're using your head. It's fine.
right?
Reduce,
is the
reuse,
door falling
recycle.
off? No, it's okay.
All right, so we're 20 minutes in. Should we introduce our guest?
Probably.
Aniz, introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Aniz. I own Dial Attire in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. It's a family business. Me, mom, and dad. We've been in business together. It'll be 20 years next year, actually.
So at what point did mom and dad retire and ride off into the sunset to go vacationing and let you take this thing and turn it into an empire?
So they're still with me every single day, 6 days a week. And but the only difference is I would say they're semi-retired because I make sure they take at least 3 to 5 vacations a year. So after the winter rush, they're gone for like 2 months, and then they'll take another month or two vacation. I told them, you guys have done your job. You guys have worked hard. There's no sense in, hanging out here while you're healthy. Your feet are able to walk. There's no sense in you hanging out at the tire shop. Go and enjoy life, travel the world. So I'd say they're more semi-retired at this point.
So if you're willing, I'd love for you to recount kind of the business history of your family and kind of your history moving around, because it was pretty interesting learning about that at the expo this year when we were riding around in the Miata.
One of the best rides ever. I mean, other than I wasn't sure if we're going to get pulled over because of brake bulb, but that's okay.
We do have to tell the story about the ride in the Miata. I had a group chat going on Facebook Messenger for the outing to the go-kart track, right? And Aniz and I have never met before, but he's like, hey, the Uber is like 30 minutes away. Is there anybody driving that's got space? And I was like, I've got space for one person, but you're going to have to ride in the Miata with the top down. And he's like, sweet. So I pick him up at the hotel, and he's not from the area. He comes down to the south. He's expecting Southern hospitality, and everybody's going to be super nice and sweet.
It didn't even last 25 seconds.
We're a block south of the hotel at a red light downtown, and we start getting heckled by this group of people on the sidewalk. They're like, hey, nice car. You got a brake light out. And I'm just engaging them like, hey, thanks so much. And I was like, yeah, I know a guy who can work on that. And they're like, is that going to pass inspection? And I knew that they were all people at the expo. And most of them were people.
Like, that guy's a douchebag.
And he just thought that there were assholes on the sidewalk in Raleigh, North Carolina, heckling us for being just a couple of really manly dudes riding around in a Miata.
Last time I come to Raleigh.
It is a pretty masculine automobile.
I mean, it is. I mean, yeah. Women look at me in that car and they go, he's not compensating for anything.
It's a nice, safe vehicle. I think you have a roll cage in there.
I don't know about safe.
Cage. You have a roll bar.
I was a little afraid that the door was going to bust open when Mike was going around the corner and I didn't have my seatbelt on.
Well, I mean, the roll bar also would have done no good for you. It just would have protected your body from the shoulders down.
It would have, protected my shoulder blade.
But so anyway, we had a very pleasant conversation all the way from downtown to the go-kart track, which is probably a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
And I never brought up the fact that we were heckled at the stoplight downtown. And then 2.5 hours later, we're finishing up dinner. We're about to leave the track, and it comes up in conversation. And half of the people that were in that crowd heckling us were at the go-kart track with us, and he didn't realize it.
Oh, that's funny.
It's pretty good stuff. So
we're a rowdy crowd.
But no, brake light. So I actually took the crispy fried Miata and checked it into its winter housing today. I parked it in the lobby of one of the stores because we have a an area behind a curtain that is about the size of a closet. So
you got your race car parked inside the shop, huh?
You have
Oh yeah,
all separated, right? So no one can actually touch it, just to make sure you don't get any greasy fingerprints on it, right?
have a velvet rope around it.
I was just gonna say you need to get the velvet rope or the little seatbelt things like the bank has.
And is there at least a sign saying no touching?
Ooh, I do have some sign stands.
You need to get one of them corny freaking car show signs. Look, but don't touch, or whatever.
No, I'm going to get a slippery when wet sign.
And then you should just hang a spray bottle off something right there, just to see if anyone would actually starts spraying it.
Oh my gosh! What in the world?
So, so Expo this year was your first ever conference training event, right?
So that was the first event ever. Like, if I going backstory a bit, I actually would never have known about any of it, and I'll have to give some credit to Jeff Compton from Jada Mechanic. So I was randomly driving to work one day, and I never really listened to podcasts, period. So I was like, you know what? I can't listen to these same song over and over again. Let me hit up a podcast. So I just searched on under podcast, searched Mechanic, and then Jada Mechanic was there. So I started listening, and that's basically where I got introduced to a lot. Learned a ton. I found out about ASTA, found out about Techmetric and different companies. I had no idea all this was out there because I've been using, kind of embarrassed to say, but I've been using QuickBooks for 10 to something years and been using software that people sell flower pots with, trying to run an auto repair business, and it wasn't really doing what it needed to do. And, kudos to Jeff for really changed my whole business around, like a 180. And this is going back in June. So I heard about the expo and I messaged him directly, and he was nice enough to respond back, gave me some pointers and booked it. And yeah, I mean, the rest is history. It's probably one of the best things I've done, period, because it's changed my whole life and business, really.
That's awesome. Braxton, timestamp 25 minutes. You need to edit out the part where he says nice things about Jeff, please.
I like how you say timestamp, and then I listen to the podcast, and nothing is edited out.
Ever edited out.
I just want to point out that I am like, even though you're in Canada, I am like 2.5 hours closer to you than Jeff is.
So we actually, this is like a separate story, but I was actually technically one of your neighbors. I used to live in Rochester.
Hey, it's me, Mike's kid. Want to tell us your wild shop stories? Or maybe you just think my dad's totally wrong. Call us at 704-CONFESS and leave a message. You can tell us we're awesome, or you can tell us we're idiots. We're cool either way. That's 704-CONFESS. Just don't make it too weird.
Oh, wow. That is close.
That is close.
Rochester's like probably about an hour drive.
So my dad owned all the Dunkin' Donuts in Rochester.
Oh, nice.
Way back when. Yeah, this is
way back before Timmy's came south of the border.
I was going to say, did you still go to Timmy House?
Sorry?
Does your dad go to Tim Hortons for coffee?
Oh, yeah. There's no Dunkin' over here.
Okay. All right.
So Dunkin', the rule about Dunkin' Donuts is no Dunkin' can survive within eyes sight of a Tim Hortons.
Really? They just don't hold a candle?
Yeah, there's no point in even trying. Yeah, Tim Hortons. Forget it.
I have watched Tim Hortons shut down more than one Dunkin'.
So neither of them hold a candle to Krispy Kreme, let's be honest. But that's more of a Southern thing.
I'm sorry. Tim Hortons puts cocaine in their coffee. You don't get a choice to whether it's good or not. You're hooked.
That's a good coffee.
That's a good coffee, he says.
Good coffee.
Every morning I go. Every morning I pay them $3. So good.
$3 US. So that's like, oh my god, that's like what, $9 or $12.
They fixed your guys' sizes over there though. They had the sizes all jacked around. I remember I was over.
Larges. That's no.
Yeah, I was over the border for something, and I went and got a large. I'm like, this is a medium. She's like, no, it's not. It's a large. I'm like, what are you talking about, lady?
Did she at least say sorry?
She did. 100%. She apologized.
Sorry or sorry?
Sorry. But they're small as like a shot glass.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Shrinkflation. Don't raise the price, just reduce the size.
But going back to ASTA, like going there for the first time, went to some great classes, and one thing like I had to say for you, Mike, like the hospitality. Not I didn't know anyone, right? I knew Mike from basically a chat group. I knew Jeff from listening to him, and Brian. I've seen your videos and briefly might have chatted with you back and forth on a message or something, but like going there as a one man person, one guy from Canada, which I think it was just me, Mike, and apparently there was, me, Jeff, and one other person from Canada. So for me, that was huge. Like actually coming into a place where, you feel welcome, you don't feel like an outsider. And I felt like I fit right in here with everybody. So, thank you. That was really nice to see. And the hospitality room, you did an okay job.
I mean, we'll do better next year. I'll try harder.
I don't think there was enough poker tables, but I mean, you have room to improve. That's okay.
Well, I bought another poker table, and so now I have two. I have two sets of chips. So all of that furniture that was in there, and all the arcade games, and the poker tables, and everything else, I have an entire second floor at one of the stores that's unused.
Oh,
and so I've created a company lounge, and we have our team meetings up there now.
Beauty.
And my buddies are trying to get me to do a monthly poker night with the boys, and ironically, my doctor also has an interior design business, and she's designing it into be like a speakeasy bar set. So we're slowly in the process of getting that done. So we're going to start doing ASTA chapter meetings in 2026. So the Triangle chapter, the Raleigh chapter, will be meeting at Mike's upstairs bar / speakeasy / poker hall
/ underground illegal gambling ring.
Yeah. And arcade.
There, okay.
So yeah,
hair care and tire center.
Yeah, there you go. That was a good time, man, and I think that's one of the things that has helped ASTA Expo kind of differentiate itself from some of the other events that are out there, because they've all gotten, most of them have really good training, right? And they all have some level of trade show, but the social events and the hospitality that surround ASTA Expo, I think, are unlike anything that's out there. And it, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, there's something awesome to do with other people from the industry every night. And it's not like I'm going to go off to the, this company party, or I'm going to go off to, this suite where it's just people who have, X million dollars in revenue and more only. It's everybody has an opportunity to be together every night. So, and the vendors who do really well at the expo are involved at the social events also, which makes a huge difference. Oh, yeah. So it's cool. But that's pretty brave of you to go to your first ever event effectively by yourself and kind of knowing one or two people from the internet, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean it was a little. I'll be honest, I was a bit nervous when I got there because I didn't really know what to expect. But no, it was great, and now it's like a drug. I can't wait to go to the next one. Right, I'm hopefully trying to make it to Tectonic, Tools, and definitely ASTA again for sure. But yeah, I'm completely, I'm in the zone now. I feel like I'm trying to understand the industry a bit more, going to classes and trying to correct some challenges I'm having at the shops. And again, listening to your podcast and some of the other ones, it definitely helps, right? Because you don't know what you don't know.
There's a lot of good information out there for free. There are obviously some incredible coaching organizations out there. I'm obviously biased towards Elite just because I've been with them for 20 years. But there's good information to be had out there from podcasts and from Facebook groups. I would tell you and all of our listeners, though, that you have to be careful, because while there's a lot of great information out there, there's also some really sketchy information out there. Yeah. And sometimes it can be challenging to discern one from the other.
Well, you can just watch for what not to do.
Well, so I would say that, just sometimes you have to tiptoe around the topics and be very careful about what you say and naming names. But
Yeah.
specifically, if there was one to avoid, I would say anything to do with Lucas Underwood. Just no, avoid it entirely.
Oh man.
What's wrong, Brian? You look like you're in pain. Sorry. Anything that's walkie-talkie. Hey, y'all, I'm walking around out in the woods saying really deep.
I think in his defense,
stuff.
he switched to a chair. I think the last one. I think he
was in the
I think
chair.
he might have had a heel spur or something like that. And he had to,
if he's gonna be in like an old timey rocking chair on the front porch,
we got to send him a corncob pipe.
I'm gonna send him a spittoon, and I want to hear ting when he spits into it. Right? I think that's the next step in the evolution of Lucas.
He's just gonna. It's just gonna be like random life facts. It's not gonna be automotive anymore. It's like you don't have to stick your head up a cow's ass to figure out what a T-bone looks like.
But you could if you wanted to,
right?
Maybe.
Oh gosh, that's
so
funny.
We talked earlier a little bit about ADHD, and I want to talk further about it in a second. But before that, my ADHD has another tangent for me to go on. Which Pokemon is that up on the printer next to you? You've got Aniz.
Oh, yeah, that is. Oh, geez. So this is my office that we don't use. We moved into the house, like, I'd say 3 years ago. I got
office/storage.
Yeah, office/storage. This, I think we bought it here. I don't even know.
Are you a Pokemon person?
When I was younger, I used to play Game Boy, and it definitely was a Pokemon.
Oh, they had different colors, right? They had like blue and crystal and something else.
Oh, yeah, I had all that stuff. My kids are really into it now. So
Mike was too cool for the Pokemans, but he was playing Dungeons and Dragons. Don't let him fool you.
I was not a D&D guy. Thank you very much. But I am 100% a Pokemon guy now because, like, tomorrow, I will be out with my 13-year-old, and we will be trying to catch them all. Evidently, there's some kind of special event tomorrow. We're going to have to go to the mall and go around and find other nerds and team up with other nerds and battle things. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best.
I was at Costco, and with having 3 kids, there's so many birthday parties. So I think I bought like 9 of these packages. So if we're going for birthday gifts, I mean, it's just an easy birthday gift. And
all right, I do that sometimes too. When you see like boy gifts on sale, and you got 2 boys in the house and they're going to all the birthday parties, you figure go ahead and load up.
That's smart. Hey,
yeah,
that's next.
That's
the pro tip of the episode. Discount buy lots of future birthday presents for your kids that are going to parties.
In the laundry room, I have like some shelves across from the washer and dryer where I keep all that stuff, and it was loaded up with like Minecraft figurines for like a year.
Genius.
Yeah, it was all loaded up with like $9 on sale Minecraft sets.
You get like a chicken jockey Funko Pop. The one right there, man. Sorry.
Right.
My kids are into Lego and Pokemon.
We've got we've moved through the Lego phase, and now it's Pokemon, and it's the oldest one. It's video games, and then the youngest one is everything karate and go-karts. So, yeah, what are you gonna do?
Nice.
So,
my son's working on this right now.
Is that the corner garage? That's discontinued. You can't buy it.
I know, and
I want one.
We have a story of how I got this.
What? And it has a lift inside and a car that you can go up on the lift. It has a tire machine.
Tire machine, everything. So my 8-year-old and I are in the middle of working on this. So you know how I got this? Here's the tow truck for it.
Yeah. They're like $400 if you want to buy that set now. It's crazy.
You know how much I got it for?
Not $400.
I'd say about $12.
What? It was on the clearance rack at Canadian Tire.
No, if it was at Canadian Tire, it'd be at least 13.
Oh.
So I was searching for it, and everyone wanted about $350. So owning a tire shop, I was like, I'm going to leverage this. So I messaged every single post, and I was like, hey, do you need tires? You want to trade? You want to trade? You want to trade? So about the 30th person that I messaged, the guy's like, actually, I need 2 front tires. and we can do an even trade. So guy showed up at the shop. I put 2 used tires on, and
Yes.
the guy was so happy.
Yes.
And he's like, dude, I'm supposed to be driving to I don't know where, but yeah, dude, you saved the day, and here you go. And I'm like, no, thank you. So I got it for, I would say, about
2
$12.
used tires. 2 used tires that he had already charged somebody else disposal on.
I got it for the cost of shop supplies.
You, sir,
You
have earned your evil shop owner badge.
Yep, he freaking charged him disposal. He disposed those 2 tires right onto the front end of a Chevy Malibu.
I mean, they were 245. They were 18-inch. Okay, so there's a little labor. But,
That's awesome. I totally want that
to turn
set
your
up.
crown over of being the ultimate ESO because you just got your ass beat into the floor.
Well, the freaking box! Look how big this damn box is. Like,
well, it's because they want you to buy the entire city street, and it's like $2,000 worth of Legos if you buy the whole set. No thanks.
He could get the entire set for like $23.
You got to find the right person that needs tires. So just trade, and I'm hoping for under $50 to get the whole street. So let's see what happens.
They just took all my used tires away on 2 24-foot box trucks. They had to send 2 trucks.
So I just
we caught our used tire scrap guy this week, dumping household supplies in our dumpster, like a bunch of some yard waste, a bunch of trash bags, and then some TVs.
Sounds
like, bro, what the fuck?
Let me ask you something, Mike. Is there different levels of tire scrap tire people in your area? Are there different spending options?
Well,
Mike?
I think they're all Hispanic gentlemen driving box trucks, right? Isn't that what they all are?
No. There's different levels of. You can pay $1 a tire to get rid of them, or $3 a tire to get rid of them.
You have to pay to get rid of the tires?
Yeah, we pay $2 a tire. We pay $2 a tire.
We pay nothing.
Scrap tire disposal is a whole thing in North Carolina. It's like a big thing in the legislature.
They all unionized here. They used to come get them for free and turn them into rubber mulch, and they're like, it'd be way cooler than not paying anything for our raw material, charging people to go pick up the raw material. We could make way more money, so that's what they do now.
That's brutal.
To be fair, the tires that are resellable, they give me $5 a piece towards the balance.
I actually just threw away 550 actually sellable tires, but they were sitting there. They weren't selling for about a year, so I dumped them, and I ended up putting a hoist in there. So I figured the hoist is going to make me money. The tires are just sitting there taking up space, so ended up.
Please tell me that when you say threw away, you mean you just pulled off on the side of the road with like a dump bag?
I ethically recycled them.
Oh,
you went to the edge of the lake and you're like beep beep. beep.
So many moons ago, it was free scrap down at the town hall. It was the free scrap tire disposal day, and there may have been a triaxle dump truck that showed up with a dump bed full of tires.
So my grandfather opened his shop in 1937, and he was auto repair, grocery store, feedlot, social hub of this
That's
rural
what I'm
community.
talking about. Sold refrigerators and lawnmowers, right? Whole deal.
60 years,
Nice.
right?
I love it. I love those stories.
Well, he after he passed away and the business closed down and everything, my dad had a shop in the neighboring town at that point. Well, there was a gulch on the back of the property. That I had always seen a couple of tires in there. And I just figured that somebody threw a couple of tires. And that's where he dumped tires for 60 years.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
gulch was significantly larger than I realized it was because it was covered in dirt and leaves, right? And so it was a major undertaking for my dad for months to take truckload after truckload after truckload of tires out of there to clean it out. I don't know why Dad actually did that. I mean, we own the land. I'm just fucking leave it there. Whatever.
Yeah, he should have rented a bulldozer and just pushed some dirt over it and called it a day.
Shit. But I guess my dad's a way better person than me, and so he cleaned it all out and disposed of the tires properly.
What would you have done?
Push dirt over it?
No, I would not. I wouldn't even done that. I just would have fucking left it there. I'm not even going to pay for the bulldozer.
Mike's like, I had to rented a D6, and I would have rented a D6 and just shoved a bunch of dirt over it and called it a day.
You would have rented a D6 just because it's fun to drive a D6 around.
Hell yeah, I wouldn't have rented one. We would have just borrowed one. It's farm country, but either way, you can't rent things that your customers own. That's silly.
Anyway, so back to the earlier conversation about ADHD. We record. Actually, this episode will never be released. Not this episode, but the one I'm talking about will never be released. We recorded with someone recently who accused Brian and I of having severe ADHD because evidently we were on lots of tangents during the course of the episode. Brian, do you remember that episode?
Which one? Oh, yeah. Can we tell, like, we're going to, I mean, obviously no names to protect the innocent. I mean, other than yours and mine.
Yeah.
The most amazing thing that we did not catch, that we were unable to record ever, that could ever happen. We recorded with a person who I reckon has their own podcast.
Yeah.
And they, at the end, we get going or whatever, and we're talking, and it's like, it's
a little bit forced. It's not super easy.
Yeah, it's not super easy to do and everything else. And we get to the end of this thing, and the guy was having technical difficulties earlier in the episode. So I think he might have been using the camera on one computer, but the microphone on another or something like that. I don't know. It was something weird like that. So anyways, we get to the end. And he shuts the laptop, but the microphone's still going. And he goes, "What an effing waste of time that was. Thank God that's like, well, how did the quote go?
God, that's over with. It was the biggest fucking waste of time." Yeah. He's yelling to his wife across the house.
Mike, we had it. And Mike and I are staring at each other, and we're freaking dying. I'm like, "This is gold." But so Mike actually thought fast enough. He hit the record button again to try to catch it. But when you double record in Zencastr, I guess it just closes the window. So we didn't get it. It closed the window. Oh
so
my
we
gosh,
didn't
it
even get to
was
hear
so
the rest
amazing.
of his rant.
It was so amazing.
I'm assuming that lives rent-free in both of your heads for life.
I was in a good mood for 5 days straight. There was nothing you could do to irritate me for 5 days. I was like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I would just want to recreate it just so I could record it and listen to it over and over again.
If we would have caught it, if we would have recorded that, it would have been the outro to every episode we ever did ever again. What an effing waste of time. It would have been the outro to every episode.
You need to find someone that sounds like that person to recreate it and just add it in there. Like right after Mike talking, and he does his whole tech metric and elite thing, and all of a sudden it says, "What a fucking waste of time." Click, and then,
it was so great.
That's great.
We immediately, Mike and I went to the group chat with Braxton, and we're like, the most amazing thing ever just happened. It was like we won the lotto, but it was just some guy MFing us with his laptop closed.
So did Mike immediately blame Braxton for not catching it?
Oh, should have.
Yes, it was 100% Braxton's fault.
Oh my gosh!
But so the funny thing is, he closed the laptop, and we didn't realize that it was still on a hot mic. But I didn't say anything because his name was still up there. It didn't show that he had logged out of the meeting. And so I looked into the camera.
Because we were probably going to talk shit. Yeah, he gave the camera the thumbs down. And as he's giving the thumbs down, this guy starts grumble fucking us on the way out.
So, I mean, you could really just call the guy back on for a podcast.
I don't think he's interested.
Yeah, I get the distinct impression that he's not a fan.
He doesn't. Yeah, I get the distinct impression that he's just not into our shenanigans.
I suspect he's not going to reach out.
Which I reckon that's okay.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to hear this clip and be like, "Oh, they're talking about me."
No. You imagine listen to this every week if he thought that was a waste of time. I didn't even think that was much of a waste of time. I put a solid 30% effort into being serious for that one.
A whole 30.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was, I mean, we had to pull 45 minutes out of that episode. It was not an easy episode.
It was not.
What are you drinking there, Mike?
Well, first I'll say what I'm drinking. You can say what you're drinking, and then Brian's going to say what he's drinking. Okay.
Oh.
I'm having Four Roses single barrel. It's a reliable, standard, sub $50 bottle. You can always find it, and it always tastes pretty good, right? Nice and easy drinking. Aniz, what are you having?
Well, I was having finish this Waterloo Dark.
Nice.
And then,
Okay.
I'm on a Kronenberg 1664 right now.
So you drink that fancy beer?
That's like a sandwich.
I only drink fancy beer during tire season when I can afford it. Otherwise, cheap stuff's fine.
Do you like the
So
Molson
Brian-
Export? The Molson Export from Canada is fantastic.
Yeah. As long as it's not Canadian, I can't drink that beer.
Right.
It's garbage.
Brian, tell us what you're drinking.
Well, I'm going to hold my bottle up. But nobody watches YouTube, so it's just going to be a terrible soundbite. I am drinking one of my favorite 1 foot cocks. Yeah, it's Buffalo
There's
Distilling.
nothing you love having in your mouth more than some 1 foot cock.
Yes.
Right?
It's a very good local bourbon, and I really like it.
A little hot, a little spicy.
You just found your soundbite, Mike, for the end of every single episode. Oh my god!
He messaged me today. Skundrich did, and said he wanted my address. He didn't show me the front of the hat. All he showed me was the back with our logo. So I don't know what's going to be on the front, but evidently there's one coming. So we'll see.
He's a good dude. He's funny.
Mike, I was actually trying. It didn't work out though. I was trying to get a shirt made that said, remember that picture I sent you for the free diag?
I do actually. Let me see if
I was trying to get someone to print it on a shirt, and I was going to wear it for the podcast. It wasn't working out on
time. Josh Coombs gave me a Valley Forge Automotive shirt.
I have one too. It's amazing.
And on the back of it says guaranteed correct diag or your money back.
He was in one of my classes, and a funny guy.
I like Josh. He's a good guy. He's got a heck of a sense of humor. He's a nice guy.
And he's got a heart of gold, man.
Yep.
He's
a really nice
he loves helping people. So
yeah.
Anyway, so I keep trying to get to this, and we keep getting distracted and going off on tangents. Back to ADHD. Has anyone ever been? What's it like to be adult diagnosed with ADHD? And the only way to treat it is with drugs, right? And does it affect your health insurance or your life insurance at renewal? It's probably not a question for the Canadians since they get free insurance.
Oh, trust me, we pay. We pay only when we're breathing. We pay.
Yeah, I was diagnosed ADHD when I was a child and had to take medication. I don't know. So, and you know how that goes. Like every ADHD child, they're like, "This sucks." So you just kind of like when mom's not looking, you start throwing the pills in the garbage. And over the course of time, you just take yourself off your Ritalin and you just keep on trucking with life.
Well, it's like Ritalin or Adderall, right? One of them's cocaine.
Ritalin, and then the other one I remember specifically, it was, well, I say I remember it specifically, but I get mixed up sometimes. But I swear it was named Cylert, Cylert, I think. How's that for? That would prove that I had ADHD if I could remember that from being 8 years old.
Let me Google that for you. A central nervous system stimulant medication previously used to treat ADHD and narcolepsy.
Well, I don't have
voluntarily withdrawn from the U.S. and most other markets in 2005 due to its association with life-threatening liver failure.
Oh, oops. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's just you and the Cylert bourbon.
Allow me to abuse my liver some.
Oh, my gosh.
So my mom always gives me shit that I quit taking my medication, and I didn't know that it had been pulled from the market in 2005, so I'm going to make sure that next time I'm on the phone with her, I let her know that.
You think your mom was trying to off you?
I don't think that she was actively trying to. I mean, you have to remember, I was a little asshole.
Were you a handful?
My mom was put on a heart monitor because I stressed her out so much. Yeah. And I wasn't even trying. I was just being me. It's freaking great.
It just comes naturally.
It just comes naturally.
All right, Aniz, we should talk about something shop related, I imagine, at this point.
Yeah, so
I'd love to talk tires right now.
So I can kind of give you a little bit of a rundown when we started. Basically, I started off as a car dealership first, completely different name, and it's kind of funny how I got into tires. We sold a vehicle and ended up needing 2 front tires, so I ended up buying 2 used ones from a local scrapyard, and my dad ended up buying new ones and got them put on already. I had no idea. So basically, I told him, like, what the hell do we do with these 2 tires? And we have $150 into them. So over here, I think you guys have Craigslist, right, in the States?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
you guys have Kijiji.
Yeah, we have Kijiji. So I threw them on Kijiji, and I'd say 45 minutes later, some random guy shows up in a Pontiac Sunfire. I remember it was a Pontiac Sunfire, and he was here. I'm here to buy the 2 tires. I'm like, the hell are you talking about? We don't sell tires. He's like, no, you posted an ad like 40 minutes ago. The guy handed me $250 cash, took the tires and left. I'm like, oh, well, this could be good.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
I was like, I just made $100 for doing nothing. So that's
He
kind of how we got into
goes,
tires.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again.
I'll do that
That's how we
again.
got into tires. So
Rinse and repeat a few 100,000 times.
Oh my gosh, I love tires.
So we stopped selling. Well, we still have some used tires now, but we stopped mainly selling used tires. I'd say 5 or 6 years ago. We're mostly new tires now.
And there's so many options out there. There's so many different price points of tires. You're not backed into a corner selling used
I mean,
anymore.
I got new tires for $80, $90 each, right?
Yeah, and the offshore ones, while they're not great, they're not as bad as they used to be.
Some of them are really good. Some of them are better than they used to be, for sure.
Yep. Yeah, they're not as bad as like back in the early 2000s. Somebody'd have a set of Gillette Silver Bears and shake you out of a Chevy Caprice. You know what I mean? They're not that bad anymore.
Look, nothing is worse than the tire. The brand name is Triangle. I don't know if they have it in your area. I'm not kidding.
What a terrible name for a
It's
tire
such
company.
an accurate description. We used to get these
the
Chinese
and like try to sell it to somebody, right? It's like, look, I've got these 4 tires. They're going to be $129 each. Oh yeah, cool, yeah, okay, that sounds great. What brand are they?
Triangle.
Triangle. Wait, what? Did you say Triangle?
So do you guys do any like medium duty truck tire or heavy truck tire like that, or just passenger car and light trucks?
Mostly light trucks.
Gotcha. So we
mostly passenger and light truck. We
do some medium and heavy truck tires, and what's always amazed me is when you get an offshore tire, the little mascot they use for branding. One of them, it's called a Good Ride, right? It's a play on Goodyear. It's a good ride, and the mascot's a clown face.
Yes,
that's like your company image.
Clown face tire, yes.
Yeah, the clown face tire. And then there's another one. I can't remember the name of the tire, but it's an elephant with a red hat and a set of blue overalls. I can't remember the name of the tire. But
what were you smoking when you thought of that one? I don't know about this elephant. What?
The elephant and the clown. Oh my gosh. So and we don't do, we used to have we used to service some dump truck companies that used to haul in and out of the landfill. So they weren't wearing these things out. They were putting garbage and old pipes and this, that, and the other thing through the sidewall before they wore the tire out. So it was, the drives were always offshore cheap tires, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to look up your elephant clown face tire, and
I can't remember. I bet you Jim would know.
Was it GD Tire? GITI?
It might have been.
That's
they have
an Italian
elephant
tire
logo.
now. Gitti. That's an.
I mean,
they had to sell those in
that
Italy.
company's probably been stripped out and sold 6 times since then. That was years ago. We
probably
don't
got
do
bought out by Triangle.
We don't do a ton of medium and heavy. We do a fair amount of medium duty truck tires, but not a lot of heavy duty. We have one of the oldest dairies in the U.S. that still delivers milk here. We do their trucks, so we do all their trucks, but we don't do a ton of heavy duty tires anymore.
How do you find like customer? Are they only buying if their tires are slicks, or are they actually trying to do like preventative maintenance?
Nah, they run them down pretty good.
But then when it comes time, do they argue or on the price, or they want something cheap?
No, they're just like, hey, they just the guy who kind of runs that deal in that family will text Jim and be like, hey, I got to drop a truck off. I need I need 4 22.5 drives across the back and order them in. And he goes, you got a bill for me? And we're always like, no, we don't have a bill yet. And they're like, well, send Judy a bill. That's his mom. Send Judy a bill. Okay.
So coming from a place of extreme ignorance on tires, right? Because I've never been an effective tire dealer. It seems like all the tires that we do are tires that are customers in for other things, and we just see that they need tires and we ask them,
tires.
And they say yes, right?
Them.
If a customer calls in and says, hey, I need a price on tires, we have a very low closing rate, right? Because that's a little bit of a commodity. Or my advisors just don't know how to sell tires because it's a different skill set. A high-level tire salesman is different than a high-level mechanical advisor. They're not the same skills. But our listeners, for the most part, are mechanical shop owners, and they operate in that world. And I hear over and over and over, I fucking hate tires. Can't make money on tires.
Can't believe it.
I'm here to tell you, tires are easier to make money on than anything else that we do.
It is easy.
Period.
Yeah,
it's a low skill task with maybe not the highest, but one of the highest gross profit dollars per hour. If you can keep a bay busy all day changing tires, it will make way more money.
And the thing is,
a bay doing mechanical repairs
you can train somebody to do the tires. Although we call it a low skill task, I think that there's some nuance to it that once you train somebody, all the stuff that people that aren't familiar with doing tires don't think about, like making sure this surface is clean, making sure that surface is clean, massage the beads, blah, 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 right? I have a PowerPoint on how to properly mount and balance a tire. I have a PowerPoint on it. You can provide the customer, look at like, what's that?
I say that doesn't surprise me that you have a PowerPoint on tire install.
It's called the smooth ride policy. Anyways, you can, I like that. It's not all mine. It's stolen from somebody. But anyways, you can put tires on somebody's car and you can literally do it better than the last guy. And they can be like, this car rides really smooth now.
If their tires are shitty, any new tire is going to ride better than shitty old tires.
Well, not
still just be done right.
Yeah, they still got to be done right. You got to get the air out of the beads.
Like, the amount of times I get tires coming in that they've got, 7 ounces of weights on both sides.
Because they got air trapped in the bead, or they never got it squared up on the balancer.
The guy went to Mr. Lube over here to get them bolted on, and they broke a stud, so then it shows up to me, then I have to burn the stud off, and then they're like, yeah, you can just bolt them right on because Mr. Lube rebalanced them, and you look at the wheels, they've got all the old weight still on it.
It's all crusty on the hub flange, right? Like they didn't clean the hub flanges. Oh, yeah. No. Tires, it's so funny because tires are, I agree that they're low skill, but they're not low effort. If you're going to do that service properly, they're
low skill compared to high level mechanical work, right?
And I agree 100%. But
it's still a skill.
Yes, it's still a skill that has to be trained properly. You can't just be like, this is how you get the beads on. This is how the balancer turns on. Go at it, kid. Right? Like,
like if you got we have
spend $100,000 on hunter equipment and then you roll them up and hit the button.
Like if you have we have a leverless Corgi machine that we just got, and you're doing like a 275, 35, 21, like those new Chevy Blazer EVs. We just did one today. Like if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to screw that rim up, and you're going to get a pissed off customer.
Yeah.
So yes, there's a little bit of a higher skill required for something like that, but somebody coming in for a Toyota Corolla, I mean, I could probably teach my 8-year-old how to do it.
So how did you end up having so many EVs in your shop? Because you've got a ton of EVs coming through your shop for tires.
Because he's in Ontario.
I think on average right now, I think last week I counted, we did about 40 Teslas last week.
As a percentage of overall car count, what does that look like?
15, 20. Like, honestly, right now, what's today's the 14th? My car count right now is 234 for this month.
So it's 20%.
Yeah, so I'd say about 20%, and we get direct referrals straight from Tesla. So if anyone comes in there that wants tires, they're going to be referred to the website. They can order, or they actually take my business card out of their drawer and hand it to the customer.
Wow. How did you make that happen?
Tesla doesn't want to do tires.
I had a Model S before, and I needed some front end work. I went in there, spent $2,600, and was really good friends with the service advisor. And ever since then, everybody there sends me customers. I think
That's
I'd
great.
get 3 or 4 calls a day. They're saying, "Yeah, I just got your card from Tesla. I got your card from Tesla."
That's amazing, man.
And we do
You should
repairs
take
as
them
well.
a dozen Krispy Kreme a week.
I drop off donuts once a week, coffee.
So do you guys do mechanical repairs also?
Yeah. So we have a licensed mechanic.
So you're
he's
doing
been
a bunch
with
of
us.
control arms on all them Teslas that come in.
Yeah. My mechanic's been with us
That's awesome.
He's been with us 15 years now. Same mechanic. So we got 2 apprentices and a couple tire guys as well, and we're doing rear knuckles, bearings, front lateral links,
Those control arms are like
everything.
crazy.
And I got great good suppliers I can get the parts from. So yeah, like it's great. We love it. And we do alignments on them too. So a lot of customers want alignments done every few years, or Tesla recommends a brake service every year. So without me even offering it,
And
they just call
tires
me and tell me.
Tires on Teslas are the gifts that keep on giving because they scream through tires too.
Especially the rear tires.
Yes.
You get a Model Y Performance.
Yeah, it is not uncommon for people to eat tires in 10,000 miles.
Yep. And as long as you...
And as... he's got a show that he does. Matt Fonslow, I think it was. He does a lot of Tesla stuff, right? I think I heard him say that everybody who gets their first Tesla drives like an asshole for the first year because it's so much fun,
right,
to drive them
because they do wheelies
so
for sure. Yeah,
they just grind through tires. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I got a Model Y right now, and I mean, I drive about an hour to work and back every day. So it's a 24, and I've got almost 67,000 kilometers, which is, I can't do the math, but it's about 50,000 miles on it.
0.62 miles per kilometer.
Yeah, that.
174 miles.
That's not it. You said 67,000. I'll do the math right now.
41,540.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. But yeah, for me, it's great. Like, I have one of them, so whenever I go in there, they've got shows, so they always invite me to the shows. So I've got a booth set up with a tent and everything. So it's just free customers.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Every Saturday, they've got a meet and greet. So they invite me, one of my other buddies that owns a glass shop, that he does
Tesla glass
windshields for everything. So it's me, him, and then there's an electrician. So 3 of us are there like every Saturday. We set up a tent, free customers.
So sooner or later, if you're going to start running these circles with, the crews of people that are on these groups with us and that come to these events with us, you're going to have to realize and admit that Saturdays are the tool of the devil, and you're not allowed to do business on Saturdays because it's bad for business.
I've been doing Saturdays for 20 years. I can't help it.
Can't help but make tons of fucking money on Saturday, right?
Well, it's funny. Saturday, we call it a Saturday special because either it's going to be slow or we're going to get the most ridiculous stuff in. Like, I think 3 weeks ago, I had a customer come in with a Barbie hand through the tire.
I've,
we used to have a big jar of the stuff that we pulled out of tires over the years.
We do that. We keep it on the counter.
And rebar.
Yeah. We only keep like the highlight reels, like hammer, like claw hammer heads or whatever. Not for nothing. I haven't worked flat rate in many, many years, but the most hours I ever turned in a day was definitely on a Saturday. I definitely turned like 33 hours on a Saturday one time.
It's always emergency stuff on a Saturday. Like we got regular stuff booked in, but then you'll get the emergency. Like I need to drive here and go visit this person. Just throw on a set of tires. I got to go in an hour. So that's usually a Saturday for us.
I was talking on the phone this afternoon. It was like 3:00 Eastern, and I guess I was on the phone with Tanner Markham, so I guess it was 2:00 his time. And a woman had walked into his shop, and he just put the phone down, and I listened to his whole conversation with her, right? And she was leaving to go on a road trip tomorrow morning at 6, and the AC had been out for a while, and she wanted to know if he could fix it this afternoon. So Friday afternoon at 2:00, she needed her 1234YF equipped vehicle to be diagnosed and repaired for a road trip.
Hopefully she's got a condenser in the trunk.
This was at your shop, Mike?
No, it was at Tanner Markham, and he's on the oil coast of Texas.
It would have been nice if she was at your shop. She would at least got the free diag, right?
Yeah, I would have had free diag in time to not repair her vehicle in the time that she needed, so that she could drive until spring to actually
don't
repair
act like in the sprawling metropolis of Raleigh you couldn't have produced a condenser in an hour. You're not like in no man's land like us.
I could have got one. Anyway,
is it tough to get parts, Brian, in your area?
I wouldn't say tough, but not as easy as a major metropolitan area.
Like if you needed a set of brake pads and rotors, like 20 minutes, half hour kind of thing, or
yeah. If the local has it in stock, half hour. If the DC has it in stock, a couple hours. It's not terrible.
Oh yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah,
that's what we are.
We buy a metric ton of parts, so our main supplier is pretty motivated to go put somebody in a car and go to the DC for us too. Like if I'm like
between the three stores, how much are you buying from your primary supplier per month between the three stores?
A lot.
Like not comfortable sharing that on the air.
It's a lot.
It's cool. Okay,
it's a lot.
Who's your primary supplier?
Napa.
Yeah, we do a lot with Napa as well.
Napa is the best parts supplier for the aftermarket job.
And if you'd like to sponsor Mike, here's my contact info at 7something confession.
It's funny.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Our Napa relationship is because we really like our salesman. I'm not kidding. Like that's the dude's freaking awesome.
The quality of the salesman and the quality of the store level service is 90% of a relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
And when there's an issue at the store level, the salesman's taking care of it. They're like any other company. They're not without issues. And when there's an issue, I can rely on the fact that I can bust our salesman's balls about something and he's like going to just make something happen.
But Brian,
I'm not that bad. It's Jim that's bad. I'm not that bad.
You're Auto Care Gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, if there's something that goes wrong, that like this guy is going to take care of me. So if you think about it, it's kind of like, in a way, you are their customer. So whenever you have customers come in, they know that, okay, my car's coming into Brian's shop. If they need something, Brian will take care of me, and they keep coming back.
Yeah.
It's really
same
simple.
thing. Our salesman is like that. And then he got us, there's a couple stores around, and he got us hooked up with a store that's got a management team that really they're just banging. We actually like the manager of the store that we deal with at our Sanborn shop so much. We invited him to lunch yesterday. He was too busy to make it, but we actually invited him. They were shorthanded, so he was hustling. But like we invited him to lunch yesterday. Like the dude just does awesome for us.
So. If you've got a relationship with your primary vendors such that your reps are invited to your company parties, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody likes them.
Our sales rep came to our employee Christmas party last year. Him and his wife came.
Oh, wow.
What are you doing for your Christmas party this year?
Renting a well, we do two things. We have like a shop party. We'll have that one Friday afternoon. I can't remember the date. We'll have a shop party on a Friday afternoon, and that's more of a guys get together where you invite a bunch of your customers that you really appreciate, not necessarily based on how much they spend, just you have people that only have
People
a
you like to see.
leased vehicle that just come for oil changes, but they're really pleasant people.
Yeah.
And we'll have, probably for that party, I mean, in the past, in and out throughout the night, we've had 150 people in and out throughout the night. And then we're renting a venue and we're having an employee and the plus ones and probably our Napa salesman and a couple other key people the day after.
What's your
Christmas.
rule on pluses? Because I've got some dudes that like want to bring their wife and their kid, their adult kid, and maybe a grandkid, and maybe their buddy. I'm
we had a service writer one year.
5, bro.
We had a service writer one year bring his wife and daughter, and he just asked. He was like, and they were like, "Yeah, sure." I don't know. We're not very good on rules, Mike. We don't have a lot of set rules at Wilco Auto Care.
I think we're gonna rent a corporate. We're gonna have a corporate outing at an indoor shooting range and have get the whole place. So we have 25 lanes and
right.
a bunch of different types of guns everybody can shoot. And then I think we'll probably have a contest and a few people will win drawings to shoot machine guns. And then we'll go out to dinner afterwards. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Never shot a gun before. One day. I'd love to go to a shooting range.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
You're only like an hour and 40 minutes from me if you want to blow some shit up. It's not that communist here in New York. It's not that bad.
All right, we're not going to the go-kart track next year for ASTA Expo. We're going to the range.
Done. You heard it first.
And we're gonna shoot handguns. We're gonna shoot rifles. We're gonna shoot maybe RPGs. I don't know. Whatever. It's just buddies. I
think that'd be a lot of fun.
Maybe I've got a great idea. Maybe instead of going to a range necessarily, we find somebody with property and you can tow your Infinity out there and we'll put a 5-gallon pail of tannerite in it. Just let it rip.
5 gallons of tannerite would be heard from Canada. Maybe 2 pounds of tannerite.
5-gallon pail of tannerite. You know what we'll do? We'll park my Volkswagen next to it.
You know what tannerite is? It's just fucking dynamite, but you can buy it. And you shoot it with a supersonic round and it explodes. Subsonic, I think won't cause the reaction to take place. Is that right?
I don't. It may or may not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's still cool.
You need to be more than 100. You need to be more than 100 yards away and behind a barrier when you shoot.
Oh my gosh! I saw. You ever see the video? The guy shoots the refrigerator with a pound of tannerite,
and the refrigerator door flies by
almost
him.
kills him. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
You let me know when you're blowing this up. I will fly to wherever this is, and I will be there. Done.
All right. Here's the deal. If we can raise enough money with the podcast to buy this customer's Infinity, and I haven't told the Infinity story yet, I'm not gonna. If we can buy this Infinity and blow it up, it'll be an open invitation to listeners to come to our blow up this goddamn Infinity event. And we'll tell the story one day after I've gotten over the trauma of this car.
In Mike's defense, he has a very frustrating situation. Not just the whole situation, but what's wrong now is super. If I was closer, I would just drive there.
My customer has had my loaner car so long that it's overdue for an oil change.
If I were closer, you know what I would be doing tomorrow? I would just drive there and work on it all day just to do that.
What's your childcare situation like? I'll fly you to North Carolina tomorrow.
I'm good tomorrow, but it's Sunday. I'm not good.
I mean, can you get an out and back? I mean, it's so bad.
It's just it's like all the other remote tech support. It's man, if I was there and I could touch this thing, I bet you I could get through it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard. And Mike's guy is doing an amazing job. He's just
Richard's on top of it, man. He knows his shit.
He's doing an amazing job. And he's just
sometimes you just get that car that will literally drive you insane. It's just one of those things.
It is right now. It's probably in my top 20 most bizarre things I've seen.
Yeah. We had a Ford Escape that had a no start, and I think we were close to 17 or 18 hours into it. And we started following the wiring harness from the battery all the way down. And we found a snipped wire tucked in under a floorboard, God knows where, and fixed it, and then voila, it started.
I'm not.
Nightmare.
You're not going to suck me into this. I'm not going to explain the Infinity situation tonight. Yeah. Oh, I did have an interesting situation today.
That man is not okay. You're
Mike,
not even working on it. Mike's not even working on it. He's pissed.
Just take another drink. You'll be okay.
Yeah, start chugging.
So, Chrysler Pacifica hybrid, and
what do we got now?
we got some faults with the hybrid needs a hybrid battery, and apparently it is a known problem. And there's a special program with Chrysler right now. You can buy a complete Pacifica hybrid battery for $450. There is a slight. I mean, you need to make sure that the core is good, because the core charge is. Guess you guys guess what the core charge is.
You already told me, so I'm going to refrain from guessing.
$5,000.
Well,
$20,000 for the core charge.
American.
That's just silence.
American. You could buy you could go buy a whole Chrysler dealership for that in Canadian. You could have your own franchise. 2, he says. 2.
It reminds me of during the Cars for Clunkers time. Just after that, what a disaster that was.
Oh,
did you not? Was Cash for Clunkers a thing in Canada?
No, that was a U.S. thing.
Yeah, that was
no,
federal.
We had that. We had that here too. Cash for Clunkers.
Oh, did you really?
Okay.
How long ago was that?
2000.
That was right after. Yeah, it was 2008. It was the.
I remember.
It was the mortgage bubble when the mortgage bubble popped, right?
Yep.
But the Chrysler dealer near us had a deal going. If you buy a Dodge Ram at full sticker price, you get a free PT Cruiser.
I remember this.
Yeah.
What?
Were they doing anybody a favor by giving them that PT Cruiser, or
no?
they just hope it comes back for service?
I always say that
they were
same
guaranteeing
thing.
Service department profits for the next 6 years.
People always talk about how great cars were in the 90s, and I think what happens is people.
What cars were good in the 90s?
So there's 2 cars that were good in the 90s. The Chevy
Ford Ranger.
The Chevy.
The Ford Ranger.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
The Chevy C1500 with a 5.7. That was a good vehicle. Yeah. The Toyota Camry with that 2.2 slant 4-cylinder that would run forever. Those are the only 2 good cars.
Spider injection.
Hold on. The Pontiac Grand Prix 3800.
Oh yeah, that is the Lord's displacement.
Go forever as long as you kept the intake leak from.
No, we don't have to talk about the intake leak. I'm just saying
it didn't matter if the intake leaked; it just keep running.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's say there was like 4 good cars. The rest of them were trash,
garbage.
Like, when's the last time you saw a Dodge Neon?
Have you ever looked at any of the?
Even the guy from the South can't answer that. Even the guy where they didn't rust out can't answer.
The neon racing circuits where they would have neons like Miatas, like neons on racing tracks.
They would have neons. Remember, they were pink and orange and green.
Oh, it was amazing, and they would wreck so spectacularly
because there wasn't anything to them. They were like,
yourself a favor, go to Utah, go to YouTube and search.
They were like 2,400 pounds fully dressed.
Yeah.
So when they stripped them out, there wasn't nothing there.
I think I had a friend that had one of those from factory turbo Dodge Neons, and he was so like, excited
SRT4?
about SRT4 and
yeah. What about the turbo PT Cruiser? Now, if they'd have given me a turbo PT Cruiser, they used to call it like the PT Bruiser package. It was a hot rodded PT Cruiser. Is
the PT Prowler the ugliest vehicle ever made in America?
The Plymouth Prowler?
Yeah. There's a few around my area.
They weren't even V8s either. They were V6s, right?
The ugliest vehicle ever made in the United States is the Halle Berry Thunderbird. The Halle Berry Thunderbird.
Aztec.
Ooh,
Aztec is the ugliest vehicle I've ever seen in my life.
They also sold them. They delivered them at dealers with camping tent attachments.
They should have sold them
directly to the scrapyard,
like a jerry can filled, so you can pour it all over and light that piece of junk on fire. Oh. God,
it's It's the Mitsubishi of American cars.
I've had those cars come in back in the day, and you go to lift that piece of shit, and all you hear is
caving up into it.
and
You're freaking into the floor pan, and the wheels still aren't off the ground. You're like, oh shit!
And I remember this is back when like video and stuff on phones was not too popular. I would record, and I'd tell the customer, "We're gonna lift this vehicle, but it's going to crunch because it's rusted." Yeah, okay, no problem.
Those in those minivans, remember that? You'd go to lift them and they'd leave 5 pounds of rust on the floor in the bay that you were working on them in.
Oh, I charge double shop supplies just to clean that crap up.
Oh my god.
There was another brand that had a rebadged Aztec. Was it a Saturn? What was the other Aztec that was out there?
The other Aztec was a Buick Rendezvous.
No, it's not a Rendezvous. It's a Rendivius.
Rendivius.
I had a service advisor refer to their vehicle to the customer as a Rendivius one time.
You're fired.
I will never call it a rendezvous ever again. It's now a rendezvous.
Rendivius from here on out.
That's it. Anyone calls in, I'm going to tell them, look, you need to get your vehicles figured out because you don't even know how to name your car. It's a Rendivius. Okay.
Rendivius.
So my daily driver is an Acura TL, and because I'm an idiot, I always refer to it as the Acura, and my 11-year-old has only ever heard it referenced as an Acura, and she referenced it one day to her friends as an Acura, and she is now mocked for calling an Acura an Acura.
Yeah, what the hell is an Acura?
Time she
sounds like some kind of anime channel or something.
Well, I mean, hey, don't judge me. Whatever.
It's like when the people from overseas had to say Jaguar or Jaguar. Jaguar.
Is it a Porsche or a Porsche?
I don't know. But when it's a Jaguar,
Porsche is next up on stage 2.
Yeah.
And a Porsche is a high-performance vehicle.
Right? Fair enough.
No? All right.
Fair enough.
On that note, I think we can wrap the
episode
bombshell
up.
Yeah. So thanks so much for coming. It was a good time. I feel like we could have gone for 2 hours, but evidently an hour and 24 minutes is entirely too long. Braxton cut out 24 minutes. Hey, thanks so much for watching our video today. If you enjoyed this content and you'd like to see some more, you can click right here. And it would be really helpful for me if you thought that this level of mediocrity is something that could help your other friends that were shop owners or in the industry. You can click right here and subscribe. You can even set up notifications if you want. I'd love to have you on the channel.